The Reserve Bank's Prudential Authority says that it's positive that there is an increase in banking license applications. The Prudential Authority is responsible for regulating banks, insurers, cooperative financial institutions, financial conglomerates and certain market infrastructures. It's released its annual report in Johannesburg.
In its annual report, Prudential Authority says it has received 27 new license applications, although only 4 of these were for banks. It says the banking sector is still dominated by 5 large banks, which collectively hold 5.6 trillion rands in assets, but it is pleased that there are new entrants into the market as this promotes competition.
I think that this is very positive. We think it signals the dynamism of the South African financial sector. We think it will promote competition and it will promote financial inclusion. And so we're quite excited about new players, some of them using new technologies to enter the sector. I think it's still too early to say what overall impact it will have on both competitiveness and pricing in the sector, but I think there are already early indications are that it will have a positive impact on pricing and on inclusiveness.
With regards to VBS Mutual Bank, that was placed under curatorship in March last year and liquidated in October, the report says there may be a case to answer for fraud there. And with regards to African Bank, it says it is satisfied with the bank's stability and will be looking into disposing of its asset with the bank in the next 2 years.
The South African Reserve Bank is still a major shareholder. At some point, we do intend to dispose of our stake. It is not the intention of the Reserve Bank to hold the shares for a very long time, but we do want to ensure that the bank is sound and stable before we take any such step. My own view is that we're in year 4 of a 5-year turnaround, and so probably in the next year or two, the Reserve Bank would be looking to dispose of its stake.
The report also raised concerns about illegal deposit-taking schemes or Ponzi schemes. It says it has carried over 20 investigations with 16 already finalized. The head of policy, statistics and industry support, Unathi Gamlana, shared tips with the public on how these can be identified.
These kind of schemes generally would be offering very high and obviously unsustainable interest rates, which is out of line with what we're seeing in the rest of the industry. And we would be pointing out to the investing public that if you're seeing these kinds of trends, if it was so easy to be offering these kinds of interest rates, the established and licensed institutions would obviously also be attracting that customer base. So it's mainly around how much is being offered as a return on a deposit or an investment that you are making.
The Prudential Authority says in the next year it will implement a number of prudential standards applicable to the industries that it regulates. Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.